Hello, world. This is Edward Bevilacqua, Larson Training Center. This is our weekly memorization recital. And we've got somebody new here today, but for our current students, I want to review why we do what we do. So every Friday we do weekly memorization. And for 16 weeks, you'll have something to recite every week. And you get to earn one of those books that you have today once we order more. So the basic idea is if you learn something and you can't remember it, how valuable is that? What would you say? Okay, what would you guys say?
If you try to memorize something you can't remember.
No, if you learn something and you can't remember. Right, it's just like you never learned it, right? Now what happens if you learn something or you know something but you can't communicate it?
Probably not that important.
It does nobody else any good.
Well, what would you say, Jesse? You learn something but you can't communicate. You know something but somebody asks you and you just can't. Right, okay, it's pretty much the same as not knowing it, right? So this weekly memorization that we do is to practice being able to remember things and to be able to communicate. And just to make it a little bit more fun, we do it live on YouTube for the whole world. So that's what this camera is here. So that just adds a little bit more fun, right? Right? So he's laughing. Huh? Yes, okay. And so when you're in a job interview, as an example, you have pressure on you to communicate clearly and well. And so this is good practice for being able to do well in a job interview because you're used to talking in front of the whole world. And what we have is a book that you have a copy of right now. And it starts out with things we learned as it's not infants, but what do you call it when you're like 2 years old? Toddlers, right? That you learn as a toddler. We start with that and we work our way up to some good stuff. And today, how many people are doing Charge of the Light Brigade? How many people are not doing Charge of the Light Brigade? What are you guys doing?
Oh, I love you.
Oh. Okay. So we work our way up to what's in the back of the book. And some of them get to be close to 1,000 words. And you can do it if you put your will to it. And then the other thing is we've observed time and time again, people coming in and getting the book. It's, wow, this is great. This is good. Learning to memorize things is very good. It's very important. This is one of the best things. And we have had several people get employed because they talked about the book and they showed the book to the person they looked at it. And there's at least one person in here, Safira, got her job. No, one person in here, the person who gave her the job said, can I have a copy of the book? And then what happened with Randy Voyer? He wanted a copy of the book. What happened with Nolan Bushnell? We gave him a copy of the book, but what did he do? Yeah, he flipped through and then he recited a poem. So memorization, so the school is based on the premise that if you can't remember stuff, it just doesn't have any value. Oh, here's Nolan Bushnell. Hi, Nolan. I'm doing well. We're just about to do our weekly memorization, and we were talking about how well you did on the two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So that was great. And we've had some people comment on the video on that part too, how well you did. Yeah. Yes, okay, good, good. That's a favorite around here. So what's up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, so can I work on that this weekend? Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay. Sure, sure. Okay. And what do you think of the idea of LA next week, going to the school there? Are you going to be around?
No, unfortunately, I'm in Dubai next week.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that would be great. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the second, that's the week after this coming week. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Okay, well, yeah, if you're going to be in town, that would be a good time if you have any free time to meet with some of these people again to keep the ball rolling and get it solidified. Okay, then how about the week after that regarding LA? The week after the week of the 5th. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, we'll firm that up. I'll work on the MOU, get that to you this weekend. And then we'll meet in Las Vegas and or LA. Good. Anything else?
Well, I'm just trying to think what else I can do with this and to push the potential of any more to either Los Angeles County, Wanda.
Mhm.
I mean, is your situation in Los Angeles similar to what you had going in Las Vegas in terms of training, or is it traditional training?
It's the same format, just different students. The students in California are injured postal workers, voc rehab veterans, people who had jobs that are unemployed that qualify for vocational training. But are you familiar with Homeboy Industries?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to put a campus in there, and that would really help get us into the prison in California. So, my thought is when you come to LA, I could try to schedule something with Homeboy, and I think I can make that happen without much problem because of the Jesuit here, calling the Jesuit there. And we've been to Homeboy before.
Now, it's, I'm under the impression that Homeboy was very heavily black and
Hispanic, Mexican gangs. Yeah, like 99.9%. They don't let you in, I think, if you're not Hispanic. Okay. Exactly. You have to have a certain language. Yeah. But with him, we could get, if we got a campus at Homeboy, then we would be, that's right there with the prison, meaning the next step is the prison. Good. Great. Terrific. Phyllis, let's get started.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be you guys' director and watch you do things. Quiet on the set. 3.
My name's Timmy Smith Jr. It's my 6th week at Larson, and this is my 2nd attempt at How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Brown. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth, breadth, and height of every day's most quiet need. No. I love thee. Cut.
Cut. Quiet on the set. 3.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth, breadth, and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being and the ideal grace, I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need, by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as men turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and my childhood's faith. I love thee with the love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smile, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall love thee better after death.
Item set, 3.
My name is Edward Debicare. This is my 6th week at Larson Training Center, and I'm going to be reciting How Do I Love Thee? Let me count the ways. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee with the depth, breadth, and height of all my soul can reach. When feeling out of sight for the ends of the being and ideal grace.
Sherry said the same yesterday.
I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need, by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and my childhood's faith. I love thee with the love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, and tears of all my ways. But if God choose, I shall but love thee then better after death.
Item set, 3.
My name is Velvet Beeman. This is my 8th week at Larson, and I'm going to be reading The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Half league, half league, half league onward, all in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said, into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade, was their man dismayed, not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. There's not to make a reply, there's not to reason why, there's but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon to the front of them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, boldly they rode and well. Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell rode the 600. Flashed all their sabers bare, flashed as they turned in air. Sabering the gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered. Plundered in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the savory smoke. Shattered and sundered, then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them, volleyed and thundered, stormed out with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell, that they had fought so well, came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of the 600. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade. Noble 600. Okay. Okay. My adversity paper is on Coretta Scott King, the wife of Martin Luther King Jr. She was born in Alabama and she grew up really poor, but her family made their goal to make sure all their kids went to college. Anyway, and so she went to college for music, and there she met Martin Luther King, who she married, and they went on to lead the civil rights movement. She experienced a lot of adversity in the fact that she lost her husband when he was assassinated, and she went on to become the face of the civil rights movement and created the Martin Luther King Jr. Center in Atlanta. And they had 4 kids together. Dexter King, he runs the Martin Luther King Jr. Center. She lived to be 75, 74, and died in Mexico from ovarian cancer. And yeah.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Okay. Quiet on set. 3.
My name is Monica Henke. This is my 8th week at Larson Training Center. I'm reciting The Charge of the Light Brigade by Lord Tennyson. And I'm actually 1 week ahead of my poetry recital, so this is going to be my first unofficial attempt at the Light Brigade. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward. All in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade. Charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade. Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. Theirs not to make reply. Theirs not to reason why. Theirs but to do or die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them. Cannon in front of them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell. Boldly they rode in well. Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Flashed all their sabers bare, flashes they turned in air, sabering the gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the saber stroke. Then they rode back, but not, or shattered and sundered. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of the 600. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade. Noble 600.
Quiet on the set. 3.
My name is Dominic. This is my 13th week at Larson, and this is my first attempt at Charge of the Light Brigade. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward. Start over.
Got it. Quiet on the set.
It's not going to be good. My name is Dominic. This is my 13th week at Larson and my first attempt at Charge of the Light Brigade. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward. All in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade. Charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade. Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldiers knew someone had blundered. There's not to reason, not to make reply. There's not to reason why. There's but to do or die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them. Valleyed and thundered, stormed it with shot and shell. Boldly they rode and well. Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Flash out as their sabers bare, flash as they turned in air. Sabered their gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the saber's stroke. Shattered and sounded. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them. Valleyed and thundered, stormed it with shot and shell. While horse and hero fell, they that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of the 600. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered.
Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade. Noble 600.
Ready, Matt? Keith? That concludes our weekly memorization. Break time.